Ready? I was setting up a different way to do the stream, something more comfortable for me, and the thing was so sensitive it just went ahead and did. Seems I needed it a little bit higher, but we'll just go with it how it is and not worry about it. Yes, yes. Because, fortunately, I just roll with the punches, just face it. I got a summer here, but I had to set up everything where the kitties couldn't knock it off because, it's what they do. So I thought I'd set it up a different way, but, well, now actually, hey, this will work. Yeah, I can lean back. Yeah, this'll work like this. I can just kick back. There we go. It'll work, and we'll talk about the craziest kitten in all of wrestling. Yes, and Leticia's angry, and she gave out another family member's information and claims that she'll YouTube can take the videos down and she'll keep making them. I mean, I'm glad that I had the Amberlyn Reed experience in my life. Hello, Priscilla, for one thing. You know, she has a huge channel. All of us knew right where she was, and nobody made a code out of her. And I was the closest one. And I used to get accused all the time. I mean, I even used to get accused of, peeking in her windows. And I mean, it's like 20 to 30 miles away, and I don't drive. And I had seizures. Hello, Ace. Sherry. Oh, yeah, Leticia's gonna be my girlfriend. She could only wish. Just a moment, I was in a happy place. I was like LARPing being a Norwegian and Leticia being a baby seal. Just saying. Because it would be culturally appropriate. But I mean, her wrath knows no bounds. Now, she had her nice phase, but she thought she had a mark. Well, as we can see now, her mark didn't pan out. And Leticia Hulk is angry. I mean, hello, Rachel. Can't you just take a loss and move on? I learned a long time ago, when I had things like losses, just move on. My entire family died. You know, my family tradition, you pick up the pieces and you moved on. And I did that until there was no one left. And, I moved on. And if it wasn't for, the seizures, really, I would be moving on. Instead, I'm just kind of hanging out. Hey, 420. Okay, got a little bit of a delay tonight, but I think this is working well. I've got a nice setup where the kitties will have a hard time knocking it off, because they do love to knock it off, and I got this set where I could actually sit back. And now, the bad part is the way this sets back. I could see some night being like 2 a.m. and me just falling asleep on you guys, and me going like snore, because I only snore when I'm sitting up. By the way, if I'm laying flat, I never snore. But if I'm sleeping sitting up, I'll snore like a log. So that would be kind of funny. Now you notice every now and then I'm going to digress away from Leticia because she is Satan. And I say that in jest. Well, not intentionally, but the way this is set up, I'm kind of tired already. I didn't get enough sleep. And, I'm kind of relaxed and feeling comfortable. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it this stream, but, I could see that if I had started this a couple hours later, If it didn't maybe ending up a sleep stream. But you never know what happens on stream. Uh, Last fall on my larger channel, I had a wildfire. I'm sitting here, doing a live stream in another room, and I'm looking out the window, and all of a sudden I see flames rising up high, and it's like, oop, gotta go. And then I had to go outside and put out fire. So it's like, here you never know actually what's going to happen. And the other day when I started to have a Leticia stream, the neighbor's kittens crashed, and I didn't know where they came from. I took them in the house, and then the next day, the neighbor was out there, and I said, "Are these yours?" And she said, "Yes." For the little girl, the grandkid was with her. Otherwise, I don't think she would have said yes. Just saying. Oh. Well, Rachel, at this point, uh, narcissistic psychopath has no emotion, say they don't understand what's a valid excuse. So what they do is they throw every excuse at the wall until one of them sticks. She's not autistic. And in the beginning, I said she has a laundry list of mental issues. I think it's just she's got schizophrenia really bad. And she's just a lying asshole, greedy, selfish, lazy person in general. You take those negative traits and then add being schizophrenic on top of it. She knows what she's saying is bullshit 90% of the time. Now, what she really believes is she really believes that the government and YouTube and, we're all plotting against her. Now, with her schizophrenia, she really believes that. Hello, no man. The rest of it is just nothing more than her grift. I'm noticed something, a detail that everyone else has missed. And I mentioned this in an earlier video, and I have yet to see anywhere hit her. My friends, her nails. Have you noticed her nails? Her nails are being done. I know, I break nails all the time and I don't have long, pretty ones. She's getting a professional manicure somewhere. And every lady, I don't know how much they currently run, but I'm sure that the ladies in the chat could kind of give a clue or have mostly a good idea themselves. Yes, Rachel, I've been watching this for a while and looking at those nails. She's getting care above and beyond our understanding. That's another reason why I'm pretty sure she's got a home base many nights. I think she's got a regular, she's a pumping. In my opinion, on that one. I have no circumstantial receipts other than her car is extremely clean at some times. Well, Dave, things are decent enough. I have some food right now. I have this. Oh, shit. Be careful, don't block no one. I have a way to get some more groceries than I'd normally get next month, but, we can't really talk about that on YouTube because it hits YouTube unfriendly things and services. Like I say, when I'm involved in fuckery, I usually admit it. Now, the funny thing is this is something Shannon would actually be able to criticize me on instead of all the fake things she's make up. But fuck her is all I have to say. No doubt. I mean, for your sake. I mean, maybe if you get a bear and you and the bear are out drinking and you really don't like the bear, then hook him up with Shannon. Maybe in that case. But just saying. Hello, Dina. How are you today? We're talking about the new evil of the universe, Leticia. And I hope for your sanity you know very little. Because She's going to be the great next monster on YouTube that everyone's going to talk about forever. Because today also, oh, thank you, Dina. You helped me with a wonderful segue here. She said she's never going away. And those of you that have been tuning in for a while, I did say that. They can terminate her channel. She's going to be back because she's making someone listen. And as you know, all she has to do is bitch. Hello, Jin Jin. Hello, Sherry. And that's exactly what Leticia is going to do. She's going to keep on and on and on and on. And now, to digress a little bit, from the 21st to the 25th, I will have some Rich Life vids going up to his court case. And I was dreading it. But after having to talk about Leticia, I'm actually looking forward to doing 5 days of Rich Life vids. Or no, actually 6, because I have to do one the day after. You know, I'm looking forward to, hell, we'll do a week of Rich Life. Rich Life Week. You know! And by the way, Rich Life is imitation voice is going to star on Grimgoth the Dark Elf's channel. Just saying. Okay, Jin Jin. Well, Dina, I'm trying to think how to put this. Because, see, Dina is a wonderful person, and she has a very interesting channel for those interested in drama and new to the Leticia. And she has a very interesting story of her own because she was the wife of a musician in a popular band. So, you know, she has a bit of fame in her own right. So, you know, you might be interested in her channel and her stories because she has a unique perspective. And because I like her, all of a sudden I don't want to talk about Leticia. I mean, she's an innocent. She has no idea. And she's a lover of animals. And, you know, if we tell her right now the basics of Leticia, God, she's going to be pissed. I mean, she's a fiery, attractive, beautiful, good-souled young woman. And she will be righteously angry. And I don't want to have to put her in that evil space at the moment when she's just stopping by my channel. Because, like I said yesterday, when I do my walks, I think about YouTube nothing. I pay attention to where I'm going. I enjoy nature. But when I walked yesterday, all I could think about was Leticia. I walked fast too. I mean, I power walked that 7 miles because I was pissed. And I don't normally let a YouTube anything make me pissed when I walk out that door. That is kind of a rule for me. When I walk out that door, I don't take anything with me, you know, up here. But yesterday I did. Okay, Jin Jin. But, I mean, but Leticia is schizophrenic. Now, I really do believe that her family has shown concern for her, and she has rebuffed her family. And someone, once again, sometimes when you hear a ring of truth, it just has a perfect sound to it. I do believe that Leticia grew up in a fine home. Opinion here. You know, we're hitting opinion. Now, she probably did have some form of trauma, but you see how she acted towards guys. I'm sure as a teenager at some point, that got her into trouble. Well, it's just, well, you know, Adonis has been putting up, you know, different posts and he's keeping track more to me. But, you know, at this point, you know, the dog body count's kind of getting high. I mean, and I think that's why when I walked yesterday, that, you know, my mind kept going to Leticia when I wanted it to go anywhere but Leticia. I wouldn't doubt it, Pink. Oh, yes. And by the way, Pink, I tried to talk in your live today and it wouldn't let me. So, perhaps one of your mods does not like me. No, Dave, she don't have multiple personalities. Now, you know how I have distinctive ego states? She does too, just like Rich Life. But like Rich Life, she's got three. And these kind of do line up with Rich Life in a way, not completely. Rich Life's got that bully. That's Leticia's. I'm like this. You're the crazy one, not me. I'm super intelligent and you're so stupid. The one that likes to say karma a lot. But if you're a good Christian girl, you don't believe in karma. You believe in the judgment of God at the end. If you're a good Christian girl, you don't believe in karma. But to her, it's whatever is a weapon. If I can use your religion against you, if I can use your superstition or belief against you, is a weapon to harm you, to get into your brain, to manipulate you into doing what I want. That is the Leticia way. Hello, let it go. Uh, well, Pink, I do get that a lot, and many times I watch and don't talk. But I did have a relevant point because, especially in a smaller live, I try not to capitalize. I let the host do their thing. So sometimes I will lurk and not. But if there is a extreme relevant point that's being missed that I think everyone would enjoy, I then just say I'm stopping by and interject. And yes, and apparently it wouldn't let me speak it. But once again, as I mentioned earlier, notice her nails. Her nails are being done. Her nails are being done well. I knew just my regular ins and out of a car. You bust nails all the time, but Leticia, she's fit dainty. I mean, those nails are quite intact. But yes, Quips, I do believe that. Leticia is a pathological liar. And she also adopts other people's stories and she's watching everything. Because she started adopting a few things on mine. When we talked here about on another live about Leticia and the dogs, I talked about when they had me on Xanax from 16 to 19, it made me a human monster. That's why I smoke marijuana for my seizures. Because the first thing they tried to put me on was Seroquel for the seizures, and it made me into a homicidal maniac. And I knew it after 2 weeks, because you're not supposed to be planning everyone's murder. So I knew that something was wrong, and I knew it had to have been the drug because I'm not that way. And I opened the door and I threw it far away, and that was the end of it. And then since then, I've just been smoking pot for my seizures. But but once again, she started adopting things to the story. Now, during when we had like the kittens show up here during the live, that I was going to have a Leticia live, and the neighbor's kittens from acres away crashed over here. You know, cats love me, animals love me, and many people in my comments remark on it. People that have known me a long time. And Leticia is now animals love me, so it proves, like I say, all of a sudden she's starting to adopt parts of my story into her life. She's watching everything by her, by the way. So that's what I'm thinking she has done this entire time in her life, is she adopts other people's story. In fact, I wouldn't doubt if many of her assault stories were someone else's reality. That's opinion. We're going when I am in pure speculative opinion, you'll always see me do this and say opinion. And when my theories are way out, I will tell you I am out on a limb on this one. We'll let it go. Yeah, I mean, now let it go. She gets to see some stuff that is outside YouTube about my pets that I normally don't. And she sees how wonderfully wonderful they are. And right now I've got the front door open and Rachel is running in and out. I was going to bring her in, but she was having such fun chasing bugs, and it's kind of a warm night anyway. And leaning right here, I can see the door, my door, and I got the light on out there, so as I'm sitting here, I'm still kind of keeping an eye on everything out there too. Well, yes, Jen. And I think with the narcissist, this is a common thing. Now, I can't say that for sure because I've only known a couple up in real life, and they were monsters in their own right. One of them was a psychopath, and another one was just much more like Rich Life, the all me kind of person. See what I got, see what I got. That kind of guy. And he was also a physical coward. And he also thought himself a ladies' man. Now, I think that's kind of a personality type, but once again, that's just an opinion. But when you talk like this, it kind of makes it hard to romance the ladies. I mean, now I'm going to be silly for a minute. I mean, ladies, do you really want that whispering into your ear? There's no bass to it. There's no, there's nothing, no resonance to it. Do you want that blowing in your ear and going, I lay back and you do whatever you want? Now, for the new people, that is Rich Life's idea of romance. He tells her, I lay back and you do whatever you want. I mean, the guy is, I forgot, no, we're not 18 plus. Damn, I was going to curse. He's too lazy to buck. I mean, seriously. Now, attacking others in the chat will not be tolerated, by the way, and whoever does that will just go, you're gone. You know how we do. Hello, Elric. How are thee? Eric. Come here, Elric. Come here, Elric. Eric says, no, I'm not coming here. He's like, damn you and you're here. He's busy. Well, Dave, he does. I mean, and he wonders why I couldn't, score with Lisa, but, that was a different dynamic because, Lisa's more like a teenage girl despite being an adult. In reality, I kind of have a teenage aspect to myself. So I'm not actually meaning that as a negative. Some might say it's a youthful spirit. But Rich Life's youthful spirit isn't past puberty. It's like my youthful spirit, is at least in the latter teen years. And so is Lisa's. Now, on the other hand, Rich Life is like, the Spider-Man suit. I mean, I'm digressing from Leticia for a little bit, but I mean, he's definitely under the 12-year-old. Now, he wants a homeless woman. So, this is where I'm tying this all together. Rich Life went out on a grand quest to find him a homeless woman. And for the new people here, I am shitting you not. And we did 2 years of Rich Life content of him going out there and trying to find him a homeless woman because he found one homeless woman to exploit and she was completely psychotic too. Anna. And we had the Anna saga and then everyone started watching Rich Life and Rich Life hated me the most according to his, well, not want to him want to be girlfriend, but Lisa did say that he hated me the most, and I never quite understood that, but it is what it is. Well, this Rich Life does the same thing, and he's my age too now. once again, it would be fun. He's going to court for cyber crimes on the 25th. So you're going to hear about vids on him. Now, Leticia, has only done a fraction of the online infractions that he has. And this is where I wanted to go with this. Because, in North Carolina, he's going up for misdemeanor cybercrime, maybe felony, because for 2 months he went on a campaign to destroy everyone involved, including repeated complaints against this channel. But, he's going to get in trouble for it. And Leticia has done far worse. And when this is brought to the proper authorities, she's in hell trouble cyber-wise. Now, at some point, I got a feeling that she will be banned from the internet. Of course, she'll do what she wants. And see, I hate to tell her, but I have the complex PTSD too. And where she says, I'll get away with it, I am declared fully competent for my actions. Drink to being competent. I used to tell my therapist something. You're fucking up a really good defense. Now, with my PTSD, if you're in my face screaming, like this, my first legal duty is for me to extricate myself from the situation. Now, if I couldn't extricate myself from that situation, and then they were to do that, then I could probably whack about them and not get in any trouble over it. But, you show that I tried to exit the situation, Your Honor. And I was denied this. And, it eventually escalated. And like this state, we have fighting words. Like if Leticia said to you ladies what she says to your face in this state, I mean, cat bites on. And that judge is just going to thumb you up. As long as you're not, a 350-pound woman, beating, as long as there ain't a huge size disparity. Well, Kelly, that's fine. I mean, she is, and we're only here because you remember last time I said I'm kind of documenting everything as we go, building a playlist, because she's going to be with us for a while, and new people are going to come in all the time. So I'm organizing these lives to where someone can start watching them an hour long or so from the beginning, and they can basically catch up on Leticia. Because I was going to talk about Life Perplexed tonight. But, the whole coming back on and throwing out personal information again, this is going to end up in court in cyber crimes at some point where a judge is once going to get in and say, no more internet for you. Which is one of the things that we think is a possibility for Rich Life, that the judge will say, no more for you. Now, excuse me. Now, he has removed himself the last month and a half from the internet, which I think is good for him and good for everyone. But, I can see that is a possibility for Rich Life. Now, once again, Leticia's went far out further than Rich Life. So, that's where I could see that, I really expect when this shit hits the fan over what she's done this last week, that she may end up getting banned from the internet. But as you know, she'll do what she wants. Oh yeah, Monica. I mean, I had watched it or before he had did it, and he had really good commentary on it, and I added him 10 clips all about her. Basically, I found the shortest clips as possible, 10 of them, to basically break down. Now, number 10 I loved was her going to Dave LCD. For those that don't know, That's Dave the Fisherman. He is a Boit creator. We also, you know why it's LCD? Because everyone called him Lion Crying Dave. He faked losing a lung. He faked having cancer. He's a known forger of receipts. And currently, he is faking his death. And as I mentioned, he's a known forger. You know, any receipt that he shows you is a forgery. Usually a pretty good one. And Laura Life Perplexed, now Perplex QT, because the name Life Perplexed got so hot, she changed the channel name to hide herself. Well, Pink, she's going to be back. I mean, it's like Shanny for Christ. She keeps coming back, and she had a serious YouTube scandal. You know, with the child abuse vids. You know, YouTube blew it off, put it back up. A Twitter mob came right down on YouTube, and then Shanny was boom, 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 boom every time she made a channel. Now, going back to Lion Crying Dave, you know, forger of receipts, she was trying to get him to attack one of her enemies. So, you know, these are the things that you're going to see. Now, her and Negs had a big war. And her crowd was the reason why Negs don't have a channel anymore. Partially. You know, a whole bunch of them in that drama crowd. And this crowd is now going to attack Adonis Paul. Guaranteed. So, you know, and, you know, it's time to strap on the armor, gird the weapons, and it's time to make war. And that's really where we sit. You know, hi Jesse. You know, to the new people with the whole Leticia thing, the shit is about to hit the fan, as Grimgoth would say. Grimgoth would say, yes, the shit is about to hit the fan, and it's on high. Yep. So, you know, that's why I sent him all the information that he needs, and then some. And this should be interesting. And I've been collecting ammo for some time, and I'm a wonderful take out the knee artist. You know, it was funny. I mean, many of you will love it. Adonis had no idea who I am. He still really doesn't. You know, the whole being stuck here on a smaller channel now rather than my larger one. It's nice when, you know, no one knows who I am. I mean, it was absolutely refreshing. I was sitting here giggling. I mean, like, yeah. It was nice. He said I could come in the community and hang out, and I do like to hang out. But, you know, it's all funny. You know, like I say, I had no idea. I mean, you know, on Kiwi Farms during the Amber Height, you know, they called me a hero. I mean, whenever Amberlyn Reed does something important, my DMs freaking blow up because people are wanting to see what information I can put together for them. When she moved, I knew her new address within hours. And I didn't look. I mean, it was just sent to me because Kiwi Farms immediately found her. Now, once again, this is another professional digression because Kiwi Farms is going to find her at some point. I don't go on to Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms follows me. I do not follow Kiwi Farms. You know, that's how it works around here. They follow the Roger does not follow them. So I don't know if they found her yet. But they will. Oh, yes, they will. And then they will immortalize her. Now, I want to go to her 9-year-old daughter, she's trying to harm, as we know. Well, Ace, the MFW drama crowd is meeting Adonis Paul. And Laura Life Perplexed wants to defend Leticia. She made a long, hours long stream defending Leticia. And, I did dig up a clip of Laura Life Perplexed QT saying that she was going to hide from the internet and claims she had an overdose. That's a receipts on my community tab. There's 10 receipts basically showing her fuckery. The last one, number 10, she was going to lying, crying Dave the fisherman, and trying to get him to set up another small YouTuber. Now, if Dave was still around, she would no doubt be going to Dave and trying to set up Adonis. But, it's like, I've got Dave's number. Dave would kind of navigate around me because, I'm like the one that no one can get at. Because they can't dox me because I already been doxed. Kiwi Farms doxed me, by the way. They creators that did Amberlyn Reed coverage, they had like a competition between themselves on doxing our information. So, my dox is out there. So, and I can't be swatted out here. As I've said in another video, I can do what I want. So now my haters, my pets are well taken care of. It's like today. Supposedly my pets are eat up with fleas when they're not. I mean, there ain't a flea on them. And another creator's adding me with stuff about fleas and information that I already know, and my pets are well taken care of. It's just a larger creator creating a hate mob to come to me, and I have that creator's address. And if anyone shows up here, I just go to my neighbors, say take care of the animals. I grab my pack, I go to their house, and I kick in their front fucking door. And that's what will happen. Ace, you don't know, do you? I live near Amberlyn Reed. I know many in the Amber cast. Someone had to live near Amberlyn Reed. My other channel, I got 1,000 subscribers in 90 days. Because I could give information about the 600-pound rotund one that no one else knew. And that is why Kiwi Farms follows me and I don't follow Kiwi Farms. Because I have access to on-the-ground Amber information and debunks that no other human being on YouTube has. And my other channel had over 3,000 and some subscribers, and 2,000 of them were there for fat girl content, which I am absolutely sick of. Even though I could give you all of the breakdowns. Amberlyn Reed is about 600 pounds and lying about her weight. She is 62 inches tall and she is over 62 inches around. She is literally more around than she is tall. Wrap your mind around that. She is a more around than she is tall. Now, we'll pause there for the moment and allow you to visualize that in your own mind. Well, I'm not sure if Chantal's more round than tall. I know for sure that Amber is. I mean, it's like myself here. You see me right here. I'm kind of a big dude. I have a 38 to 40-inch waist on average, and that's skinny. Like I say, I'm a large guy. And like I say, an Amber has an over 64-inch waist. And I'm just trying to imagine that. Now, Monica, I think she's close. When we're talking large girl talk here, I've not done the exacts on it because I need to know her dimensions a little better. But Chantal's close. If it wasn't for all the drugs in Chantal's life, she would be, in my opinion here. So we're now once again I'm gonna use this as a segue because in this last week, it looks like I have another eating disorder lolcow, Leticia. And Leticia, I think, once again, we're not getting rid of her. I think that Leticia is going to get Amberlyn Reed like. I think she's going to eat. And I think she's going to keep eating. And I think she's going to keep eating. And she's going to keep eating. And she's going to keep eating. In my opinion. And I think that she is going to get to be one of the large girls. Daisy, that's half her content is eating on camera. We see about everything that she eats during the day. And many times she will get if she gets beans, she gets the Mexican refried beans, and she gets the family portion, which is around 25 to 2,800 calories, depending on the restaurant and how much grease they use. Once again, where I did all of the fat girl content, once again, I can do all of the sick, disgusting breakdowns, and you will see why that, I would rather not do content on a larger channel about larger women. But, I do know all the information. When I see her eat, I can start to add up what she's eating pretty close. Matter of fact, I always estimate on the low end. I never estimate on the high end. So, I know she's eating 3,000 calories plus a day, estimating on the low end. So, we can say that Leticia can be eating in between 3,000 and 4,000 calories a day. So, yeah, no, that's basically where we stand with Leticia. Hello, Athena. And that's where we're going. Now, Athena, sometime I will show you Athena the cat. When I moved down here in 96, I got a cat, two cats, Aries and Athena. And I did have an Athena the cat. And she was black, and she had a little white spot right here, and she had a little white spot on her belly. And she had a raptor foot. Because when she was little, she knocked a sword off a wall, and it hit her foot, and it broke one of her toes. And I took her to the vet, and he said she'll be okay. And she had one toe that stuck out, and she learned over the years that she could kick me with that one toe and get my attention. And then after that, there became a rule that no weapons hanging on the wall. Because if it wasn't for that incident, I would have like weapons hanging about me, but instead they're sitting like right here and right here and right here, all off camera where you guys can't see them. Well, actually, I got to deal with some Lady Melton myself. Melton's been trying to summon Cthulhu, and I got to do a video because the problem is, see, Melton gets bumped back because Melton is minor content. Melton. By the way, Melton did threaten me again today, but I don't worry about that. And if Melton shows up here, it gets YouTube unfriendly. I mean, shit. I mean, if Melton shows up here, he gets the business into that. Well, I live in a dangerous place anyway. So, I've got a 0.2 mile long road that they have to come straight down. I'm surrounded by 6 strands of barbed wire on a hill, and on 2 sides, if anyone was trying to get up it, they would surrender before they got here. I don't use email. I just use my Twitter account, which is my full name, Roger Baker Brown. I have 3 names, all 5 letters. 2 of them last names. Well, Tia, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Because you see, if I was a real wizard, would I tell you? Think about it. I mean, that's the thing, how you can tell a real wizard from a fake wizard. You know, real wizards don't talk about Wizard Club. Fake wizards always talk about Wizard Club. Now, I am knowledgeable on every theological system of belief that is in or on the periphery of the mainstream. We will put it that there. Superstitions, belief, legends, all of that sort of thing. Now, Leticia, once again, that's where I would say, Leticia says, I'm a good Catholic girl, but Catholic girls believe in the judgment of God at the end. They don't believe in karma. So she keeps citing karma, though. I mean, that's Eastern mysticism. She'll go to hell for that. How far are we in? Okay, 46 minutes. Well, it's just the shadow of the earth falling upon the moon. It happens. And by the way, when it happens here, I live on a hill. I mean, it's going to be absolutely breathtaking here. It always is. I live on what used to be the old Indian camp. I have astounding sunsets, and like I said, the unique terrain. When that moon comes up, it's like I could just reach out and kiss it. And I think that was one of the reasons, along with the fact that it had fresh water and clay on it. And as I mentioned, it's in a good defensible position. As I said, if two people tried to come up on 2 sides to my property, they would be huffing and puffing and begging for help by the time they got here. Well, I live in an extremely poor place, and it is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Summer, you coming over here, honey? Is it time for you to? She says, I don't see the camera. Oh, shit, gotta move this. Hold on, everyone. Okay, which kitty's coming here? Got 2 kitties competing for attention. Chella, you coming? Summer, you coming? Which one? They're looking at each other. You may hear a cat fight. Which one? Coming? Okay, Rachella's coming. All right, now Summer's coming too. All right, we got a Summer, we got Rachella. Rachella's about 7 months old, and this is Summer. Summer is her mother. And she says, Mommy's going to get me. And Summer does not want, Summer says, I'm number Summer. Number Summer means number 1. Summer's now here to display herself. Now Rachella ran away. And Summer comes and displays for YouTube. Now, Summer, you getting in the lap or you getting down? What you doing, honey? Okay, she's going back over there. They were just having their moment of fighting for attention. And like I say, you see both of those cats. They're healthy and well, and they're fed. But, once again, the MFW drama crowd is doing this, attacking me. Excuse me. And Perplexed is a part of this little clique over there, even though they all hate each other. So, this is what Adonis Paul is getting ready to have thrown at him. Now, they're a pile of garbage, and we will win. This is Sparta! We will win. I got cat hair in my nose, but we will win. I don't know, but for some reason, Summer's got like the most. Well, I've got my beard again, and All of her hair just absolutely sticks to it. But we're going to have fun, and I'm going to continue my war upon the drama crowd. And as they try to shoot at Adonis Paul, I'm going to whacketh upon them proverbially, using my pen rather than the sword. Well, yes, Rachel, Grimgoth will take care of them. Well, yeah, I did. Because yesterday I did. The water here is kind of bad now. So, yeah, yesterday I walked 7 miles and I carried 4 gallons of water. And if we don't get enough rain, I've got to do that again in a couple more days. Now, it is supposed to rain tomorrow. So, hopefully. Now, that is the Grimgoth the Dark Elf channel. Now, I do comedy on Grimgoth's channel. It's going to be a variety show. It's going to have various characters on it, and I'm going to do various silly things over there. That way, this channel isn't flooded with comedy. Well, they're getting there. The definition in my arms. But yes, on Grimgoth the Dark Elf channel, I'm going to be trying to upload a small comedy clip every day, and I'm setting them for 10 p.m. premieres for the most part, and a few of them I will drop instantly, and the kiddies will now and then be in the Grimgoth clips, and I made Leticia a dark elf. So, if you look on that channel, you'll find Leticia's a dark elf. Now that Summer's back, she's like, I want love too. I want love too. It's like, look at this cat. Look at this belly. Do you see a flea anywhere on this creature? I'm sorry, honey. Just don't look at me that way. But you saw that belly. If there was a flea on this cat, you would have saw a flea right there, and there wasn't any. Well, honey. No, she loves and trusts me to where, I can do anything with her. You go, cat, honey. So don't up. You can get up or you can do anything you want, honey. Yes, you can do anything you want. You're a vibrant, strong woman. Now she's gonna get it. What are you doing, honey? You gonna get over there? What are we doing? Okay. She's gonna flop down. Okay. Well, everyone, I'm not gonna be centered because she's decided that she wants to sit next to me. So I've had to now scoot over and look. Look at this abused animal. She's got her spot right next to me, and she's just hanging out. Uh, well, Pink, Laura was always a scammer. When she went to the true crime community, that was because I'm being grabbed. Because she had, at that time, remember I said they all fight? They all decided that they were going to eat her. And that's why she went to the true crime community. Because the level of fuckery that she had got involved in the drama community forced her to take a powder. And that's recently why her last scandals was why she changed her channel name recently also to Perplex QT. Well, Leticia, I'm happy with her being homeless because I don't think she should have a freezer. Just saying. I think hot drinks for Leticia. My opinion. Well, Callie, I didn't. But I see them all the time here, so they're not no big thing for me anymore. But I'm going to get off here in a couple minutes because, like I say, I'm building a case against Leticia, one live at a time, and they're all going to be on a playlist. In one live, each will build on the other. That way, when someone comes in 6 months and says, "You shouldn't say that about Leticia," I'll say, "You go back there and watch each of those hour-long lives, and then then you come back here and say that to me." Uh, well, Pink, this is going to be the interesting thing. Now, I know how this will look out. She's a lot lizard. An animal will do what's in an animal nature. She plans on flopping on her back for some guy for the summer and hiding it from us while e-begging. Now, what we do is look at the clutter in her car when she films when it's hot. And that will give us a clue. Because is the car packed or is the car unpacked? If the car is unpacked, she's got a place that she's sleeping. Remember that. Now, it's about to cool off a little bit here in the next days. But after Memorial Day, it could quickly get hot and stay hot. And really, after the 20th of this month, we could have an early summer start. And we really are getting a less amount of rain than we normally get. So we could be in for a drought year, which it means a lot of walking for me if it is. I hope not. But it is starting to look like we're going to have a drought year and a very hot year. And as we know, Mom is living in her car. We know that she was supposedly impregnated in the beginning of December. So, she should have her baby around Labor Day. And the last things that we want to talk about before we get out of here is she says that she's going to give birth in her car. Now, I'm in Appalachia. Now, this was before I was born. But way out here, when many of the roads were still gravel, my aunt went into labor. And my mother had to deliver the baby. Leticia's not delivering no baby on her own. We'll probably do a small debunk video on that, basically stating the synopsis of what I'm saying here. But listening to my mother's story of her midwifing a birth at home, and Leticia thinking that, it's like she's in the rice paddy and she's going to pop out the baby and flop it on her back and, just go back to work. Well, cool, Robert. Now, everyone, I'm going to get off here now, and my advice, if there's the blood moon out, go look at it, and we may talk about Leticia again tomorrow night for an hour, depending on what the Leticia does between now and then. Now, everyone, thank you for coming, and this will be it'll go down for about 2 minutes or less, and then it'll be right back up as I take it off private and put it onto public. Now, everyone, thank you for coming, and have a good night.